Yo, this your boy Tony reporting live here from Tampa, Florida. I'm here to talk about USPS, RCA, alright? So I just got out of the military not too long ago. Shout out to all my veterans out there. Hey, I'm a vet. Anywho, one job that love military folks and they just want us, I keep hearing, is the USPS, United States Postal Service. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and apply. I went ahead and applied, got an email a while back ago. Congratulations, we want to offer you a job. So, with that being said, I've been watching a couple of videos on YouTube about RCAs, USPS, the good, the bad, what they expect, not expect. And I'm like, you know what? Let me give you my version, all right? Again, some of the videos I saw were like a year or two ago or a few months ago. So I'm just going to give you guys an updated video about what I've went through already. So I'm gonna go ahead and backtrack. I recently did my orientation last week, followed by a skills driving portion and also a defense driving class. So I'm gonna go ahead and, like I say, rewind back. And the first thing that I want to talk about is they didn't interview me. Like, everything was done online. I didn't have to go in and talk to nobody, answer questions. They accepted me off the bat. Just, I didn't have to do anything. And I was like, what? I was like, what? You didn't have to do an interview or nothing like that? But anywho, I didn't do an interview. All I did is apply. A couple days later, they're going to send you emails like back to back. Boom, 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 boom. I literally got like 6 emails in one morning. Each of them stating you had to do different tasks. For example, you had to do a verification for employment, verification for your past addresses in 5 years, past 5 years, excuse me. And they hit you with a drug test, and they hit me with a email stating to decline or accept the offer. So again, watch your emails, guys. Watch your emails, even your spam folder. All right, I heard that sometimes they send an email to spam, but in my situation, my predicament, I didn't have any in the spam. It just came all to my email. So once I did everything in the emails, I responded like the same day, gave them my past employment, my past address. I accepted the offer, did everything, right? I say like maybe like a week went by. Got another email saying, hey, congratulations, you've been accepted, USPS, here's the next step. The next step is basically orientation. Again, I haven't talked to nobody over the phone. Everything was done online from the comfort of my home. Literally, didn't talk to nobody. Didn't even try to call nobody because everything was done online. But anyway, again, I'm here in Tampa, Florida, so the post office was down by the airport. The main post office was down by the airport. So again, I just did orientation last week. Last week. 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Got there Monday. I've been in the military for the last 5-6 years, so orientation was kind of new to me per se, because I haven't been on no orientation in about, like I say, 5 to 6 years. So anyway, the basic orientation, I'm not gonna go into great detail about it. I mean, hey, pen, paper, you filling out, your I-9 forms, your employment verification, address, phone numbers, social, emergency contact, all the good stuff that normally when you get a job you have to do. They taught us about a little bit about the USPS history. They gave us a information sheet about your job and what you're going to be doing, containing your duties, your responsibilities, and also your pay. I even got a pay raise. I haven't delivered one mail yet, and I already got a pay raise. I don't know. I guess the first day we was at one amount, and then the next day they started to say, "Hey, you guys RCAs, you guys got a pay raise," and we was like, "Bet," already off the bat. We didn't deliver no mail yet. But anywho, orientation with 3 days, right? So the instructor was at the end of the 3 days, she was like, "Hey, for all you RCAs out there, you guys have to do a mandatory defensive driving course." The defensive driving course was actually done the next day, Thursday. So I was like, all right, bet. Got there Thursday morning, same office, same classroom. It was basically a defensive driving course. All right, I'm not gonna go into great detail about it, but it was basically driver's ed all over again. All right, stop at a stop sign. Make sure you have your blinkers. Make sure you don't run nobody over. All right, that class is basically, I think it was like 8 hours long, and it was basically explaining how can you drive safe as a carrier, as an RCA or CCA. Different techniques, different responsibilities that you as a driver need to pay attention on the road. So that class was like 8, I think it was 7 hours, 8 hours. Anyway, it was really good. It was very informative. I learned some things that I think I knew, but it's just a refresher. Being in the military, it was a lot of things that I already did in the military that kind of like transferred to USPS side. But anyway, like I said, it's a defense driving course. All it is talking about how can you drive safely on the roads without injuring yourself or others, or in the vehicle you're in. So at the end of the class, the instructor was like, hey, your next step is to do a skills course. Basically, that was done today. Matter of fact, today's Sunday. Yeah, I did my skills course like literally an hour ago. Matter of fact, no, like an hour, 2 hours ago, whatever. So he's like, hey, you got to be back at the post office 7 o'clock in the morning. Bring your driver's license, and basically, it's like driver's ed, but you're in the vehicle. You're actually going through the motions of the military, the USPS vehicles. So if you don't know, everybody, you got to drive on the right hand side of the vehicle. Your car, my car, everybody's car, and most of the United States of America is on the left hand side. So they basically teach you how to drive on the right hand side, which is basically the same thing, if you ask me, just on the right side. But anyway, skills training today. All right, got there at 7 o'clock in the morning, did some paperwork in the morning, and then they took us out to the driving course. The driving course is like, again, if you're in high school, if you took drivers in high school, you already know the driving course, cones everywhere, flags everywhere, what you can and can't do. So with that being said, it's a one-on-one instructor. You don't have to be in like in the 3 to 4 to 1 ratio type thing. It was just one-on-one. I think that was a good thing, because some people don't like to ask questions when you're in a group setting. But when you have that one-on-one connection, you can ask all the questions you want. You won't feel so dumb if it's a dumb question. But yeah, it was basically you getting in the car, in the vehicle. Well, not getting in the vehicle first. You have to do your walk around, 360 walk around. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure there's no damages around the vehicle. You have all lug nuts on your tires. You have thread on your tires. Your tires not flat. Check your windshield. Make sure your windshield is not cracked. Your windshield wipers are good to go. Make sure your outside markers, your turning signals are good to go. So basically everything around the vehicle, you want to make sure that your vehicle is good to go when you take off. And that is done every day, they say. Again, it's normal to me being in the military. I was an 88 Mike, so we had to do it anyway. But if you're not familiar with military, you have to do preventative maintenance and checks on your vehicle. So before you even go to your route, start doing your route that day, you have to check your vehicle. You have to do a 360 vehicle inspection of everything. Once you do that, you got to go inside. You got to make sure you have your seat belts are not frayed or split. You got to make sure they're working properly. Make sure all your gauges on your dash working. Your shifter is shifting right. You have to have an emergency kit in there. If you don't have an emergency kit, you can't drive the vehicle. And they'll give you like a checklist on what you have to check each and every day. Once you get familiarized with it and do the works with it, you don't have to bring that checklist because you'll have it in your memory. But anywho, once you do the checks, make sure your vehicle is good to go. Then you go back inside the post office, they said, and you start casing your mail. Now, unfortunately, I'm not sure too much of what's going on with the casing part yet, because I have to go to the academy this upcoming week. It's a 4-day academy. that teaches you to process the case in your mail and X, Y, and Z. So I can't really talk about that just yet because I have no idea what they expect. But what I can talk about is what I did today in orientation. Again, back to today, the skills driving test. Once you do your walk around of your vehicle, making sure everything's good to go. Now you're moving on to the inside of the vehicle, making sure everything is good to go in the inside. And then the instructor got me out the vehicle, and she was like, "Hey, this is what we're going to do." They explain to you the route that you're going to do, where you're going to stop, when you're going to turn, how you're going to turn, what should you expect in X, Y, and Z. So I got in the vehicle. They're going to teach you the 4-step process of starting your vehicle and parking your vehicle. It's pretty, I wouldn't say self-explanatory because not everybody knows, but you park your vehicle, you want to turn your wheel all the way to the right, you want your wheels hitting the curb, you have an e-brake, you have to place that, and then turn off your vehicle. So they teach you about that process. And then as the course, just like I said, if you're in high school, you take driver's ed, it's like basically the same thing. They teach you how to park the vehicle, they teach you how to back in the vehicle, they teach you how to parallel park your vehicle. I actually learned a good way to parallel vehicles. I never thought about it until my instructor told me. I was kind of impressed because the way I parallel park is totally different. And she was like, "Hey, you did great parallel parking, but let me show you a way that might be a little easier." I'm like, "All right, cool." And she showed me the way, and I was like, that was very awesome. Very awesome. But anyway, parallel park. Did a little speed with a little braking and whatnot. Once you get done with the course, they take you outside the course into the regular streets, and you drive around the roads. She took me through a neighborhood. She took me through the main streets. But the neighborhood, she definitely wanted me to go through the neighborhoods because she wants me to see what can be on the streets that you have to avoid, hazards. You know what I'm saying? Children, kids, cars, etc. They also showed me how to start delivering the mail. We went through like a practice run to dummy mailboxes delivering the mail. So it's not as easy as you think, but it kind of is. But I mean, everybody's learning curve is different. So to me, I picked it up real quick. But to you guys, it may be take a little time, or maybe quicker. I don't know. But went through neighborhoods. Driving around to different neighborhoods, narrow neighborhoods, short streets, long streets, neighborhood that got like tree limbs, so you got to kind of drive around. They teach you. She taught me basically everything of what I would see in the streets. Did a 3-point turn at a dead end, and we rode around the streets for about a couple hours. I would say a couple hours. Then I was fortunate. We stopped to one of the annexes here in Tampa, Florida, and today is Sunday. Like I stated earlier, I don't think I said it earlier. I probably said it, but whatever. Today is Sunday. So Sunday RCAs, we deliver Amazon packages. So when we stopped by the annex, I actually caught the employees there unloading the packages from Amazon from the annex into their vehicles. So I kind of got to see a visualize on how it's going to be on Sundays. And she told me that sometimes it may get hectic. Sometimes you may not have that many. But today it was a great example of a kind of hectic day because I don't know if you guys know the date, but we're in October. Today's October 6th. So the holidays are coming. So it's picking up. It is picking up. So I was able to see the drivers, scan the packages, make sure that their packages is theirs for their route, and put it in their vehicles. So that was a great learning experience. I also went inside the annex to see not mine, but the area where us RCAs will be in the morning when casing mail. Because before you go out on the streets to deliver the mail, you have to case the mail. Again, I'm not really too familiar about that just yet, but to me right now, it sounds pretty easy. You pick up your mail and they have like these different slots. Different slots are the addresses that's on your route. So basically you're going to find 2901 North Columbus Avenue. You know, there's 2901. You put it in that slot. You know, you do all that for all the addresses on your route, and you have to case your mail. Put it one by one. You have to do all that. If you have any magazines, flats, parcels, I mean not parcels, but flats, you have to case it. And your parcels or your packages, your big packages like Amazon and the USPS boxes that people deliver, they want delivered to their homes, to the address. Those are parcels or whatever. So once you get done casing your mail, I guess I can only assume that's when you get your mail out the little slots and you put it in order in your little bins, and you go from that, and you go from there. But anyway, again, with that being said, I know they said that we will learn all that in the academy. There's a 4-day academy, right? It teaches you the process of casing mail, and they said that you will actually go on the roads like a dummy route, and you will practice, delivering mail. That's a 4-day academy. I'll attend that next week, like I said. But anyway, back to the skills day. We were just driving around the city of Tampa. She was explaining to me, what to watch for, all the hazards, what to avoid. You have to obey the law. They kept stressing that safety is first. All right, you cannot go speeding. You can't do nothing crazy out there on the streets in that vehicle, because they are watching. They did say that they will come inspect you on your route. Safety is first. Always wear your seatbelt at all times. And then pretty much after we got done riding around in the vehicle, we came back to the post office. We did some paperwork, and then that was pretty much it. She sent me on my way, and I was like, all right, bet. So my next step, actually, before the 4-day academy, I have to go shadow. So actually tomorrow I'm doing my shadow at the post office that I'll be working at. And shadowing is just like it sounds. They're gonna give me someone to follow, to shadow around the whole day. So I'm just gonna stand back and watch him or her do their thing. And if I have questions, they say more than welcome to ask. While at the post office, they're gonna show you how they case their mail, because they say at the academy they're going to show you a way to case your mail, but different RCAs, once you get in the system and you start working, you get familiarized, and then you're going to do what's best for you and what's good for you. So with that being said, I'm going to learn it the academy way, and I'm assuming I'm going to learn it whoever I'm shadowing, and then once I get familiar with my own system, that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, the shadow, like I said, I'm doing that tomorrow. Is basically following them from 8 o'clock in the morning all the way till they release me. Watching them, how they case their mail, how they drive, making sure they're doing everything the right way. If I have any questions, they say, welcome to ask. Then after the shadow, I'll do my academy, which is the 4-day. And then after the 4-day academy, I will get that phone call and say, hey, I'm trying to report to work. And from what I'm hearing, once I report to work, they say you get like 2 or 3 days of still shadowing. I guess you'll be with someone, they'll be following you on your route, making sure you're good to go, asking questions, comments, concerns. And after those 2 or 3 days, they're gonna give me my own route, and I'm gonna be by myself. So I don't know how it's gonna go. Again, I've been watching a couple videos, people saying it's hard, people saying it's easy, people saying this, people saying that. I don't know. Again, this is just an updated video. Today is October 6, 2019. That was my orientation. That was my skills driving. And a couple days I'll put up another video. I'm gonna tell you guys how my shadow went, and I'm gonna give you my first. I'll probably do a video maybe the first day at the academy. Let you guys see, not see but hear what I went through. But anyway, again, it's your boy Tony from Tampa. I'm checking out USPS. It's mail time.